Canada. Going to the World Cup, man.
Crazy,
Who would have thought, man?
Bro, like growing up, like I don't think like in my lifetime I'd ever think.
Yeah.
Even like a couple of years ago too, like a few years ago, like thinking back, like I don't think in my lifetime I'd ever see Canada at a World Cup.
Dude,
it's just crazy to see how far they've come, man.
It's crazy. I was seeing like a lot of Instagram people like posting on their Instagram stories and saying like, "There's one guy that really like I really got to me. Like, holy shoot, he's like a little bit older than me. He used to work with me. He's like probably in early 30s or late 20s. You're just saying like in general when he was young, man, there was nothing really about soccer. You know, it was all, you know, you go out play with your friends, but there's no like community or stability in soccer here in Canada.
Yeah,
nothing to push you to to be your best. And when you're young, everyone had, you know, Ronaldo jerseys, Messi jerseys, you know, all these big boys. And now he's saying, like, nowadays you look around, all these little kids in Canada playing soccer, they have Davies jerseys. You know, they have Joe David jerseys. So you really start to see, you know, it's crazy. I was like, wow, this is true. Like, Canada soccer is growing, man.
yeah, like the Canadian youth are inspiring our youth. Right?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look at Davies, man. Like, when we saw him on the screen yesterday, talking,
Emotional, bro.
it was emotional. You saw everyone just screaming, chanting, you know, him.
Did you see his reaction too? Like he was doing a live stream with
crying,
Twitch
man.
chat, and you see his reaction. That was crazy, man.
Like, man, people tell us, you know, Canada never gonna make it. It's impossible, but possible happened, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful, bro.
Man, it is beautiful. Like Drake said in his the music video, start from the bottom, now we're here.
It's crazy though, man. Like even like in media too, like growing up, like on like TSN, like it's never soccer, bro. It was always basketball.
Even
hockey,
now, man. Even
baseball.
now, it's crazy because like even now, like you can't just easily access it. You can't obtain it easily. Even watching like CPL football nowadays, or even MLS games, like you kind of want to watch something that's like at least closer to home.
Yeah.
But if it's gonna, you have to like buy subscriptions. You have to like find a way to find it online.
Yeah, they gotta figure it out.
Like, let me enjoy this football if it's close by. Like, don't make me have to like go out of my way and look for these games if you want to like make it grow.
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's the only thing for me. Like, if you want to make this grow, don't make it about it. It's obviously about money. You obviously want to make the most. It's a business end of the day, right? But if you want to make it grow, you have to make it easier for a lot of people to kind of obtain it or watch or experience it. Because there's two sides of it. There's the money side, and then there's the actual like growing side of it. Yeah, you have to kind of balance the two to make it one work with the other.
But you also got to think it's the second season now of the CPL. Soccer's again still in its baby phase, in my opinion. It's not even close.
That's true.
So like, there's still a lot to learn. It's not like we're getting into it with like, you know, open minded, but we don't know what we're doing type of thing. But it's a good start for Canada, man.
By 2026, Canada will be elite. I think not elite. No, first Potter team.
I said elite.
Not a first Potter.
Slow down.
I think that by 2026, Canada will be at least a second Potter like caliber team.
Think about it, a lot of players like Alfonso Davies. He's probably how old is he gonna be?
He's what?
He'll be
2000.
He'll be
26.
26.
He'll be close to his prime.
And if you think about it, you see Canada producing talent a lot faster than a lot of nations now, and well, same for the States. But they're like Kone just came out of nowhere, and this guy's talent. You can see how talented this guy is. You have like players, even the guy that played with my brother, Luca Petrasso. He just started playing. He has 3 assists in 3 games.
TFC, bro.
Like, these Canadian players are coming out of nowhere right now.
Out of the woodwork, man.
And we're gonna give another 4 years until we see. Imagine the players that are coming on 4 years.
The players that will just pop out of nowhere too, man. It's more and more like now, like even like the last like 6 months, a year, it's like more and more you're seeing like these young Canadian talents being talked about. Whereas before it was like there was really no one until Davies. If you think about it, there was really no one. Like who'd you have other than Davies in the last like 10 years that was like even a little bit hyped?
No one.
The Guzman.
Right? That's it, right? Like there was no one. There was always like these like it was always like these dual nation players that weren't good enough to play for their main nation.
Yeah.
And they were like a 10th Canadian, so they'd come play for Canada, and that was it. Yeah. That was peak. But now it's like you have these young talented players, instead of them, you know, picking like, you know, their bigger nation, they're choosing to play for Canada over, you know, some of these other nations, which is crazy. Like if you look at Kone, he could have played for Ivory Coast. You know what I mean? That's a pretty historic African team that he could have played for, but Canada, you know, it's like I think you're going to see more and more players have that option, and they're going to be choosing Canada, right? Because it's like we're an emerging nation. There's so much young talent. Like the vibes are there. You know what I mean? Like there's media attention on Canada too because of someone like Davies. He's like he has a good PR. You you know, and because of that, like there's a lot more eyes on Canada than like
He brings the eyes.
other nations because I guess just how likable of a guy he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the perfect face for like this Canadian team,
100%.
you know, and he's helping the game grow so much.
Yeah.
You know?
He's still young.
Yeah,
Right?
for real.
You know what I mean? And like shout out to like even like all these academies are starting to come out. Like all these like shout out to FTFT Canada on Instagram. Like they're a page that just dedicate themselves to showcasing Canadian talent.
Yeah.
To the world, to the States, and getting them, you know, scholarships and stuff like that. So like, you didn't see that much back then, right?
Yeah, it's a great incentive.
Now you have a lot of U.S. teams, and, you know, colleges in general come to Canada. You know, untapped market.
Yeah.
See if you can find some players over
There's
there.
a lot of talent.
And the thing is, like, look at Canada. We're a multicultural country.
And that's what this team is, right?
Yeah, you got people from all over the world. It's not like it's just, you know, one person here or there. You got people from all over the world that have the different types of qualities. You know, so. It's just incredible in my opinion.